Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are passing by for the first time, please subscribe, and if you have been following me, thank you so very much. Today you can see these lovelies on my tray on the table, and these are my flaky Nigerian meat pie. So guys, they are so flaky, they are so yummy. You can see the inside, how succulent it is. This is your Nigerian flaky and succulent meat pie. It is so yummy. You can't get this anywhere. It is best. So if you want to see how I made this, guys, then please watch this video to the end. Let's get started. So guys, for our meat pie filling, you can see on the frying pan now, I have my oil and my onions. It's already frying. So you allow the onions to fry very well. Then you add in your minced meat. Minced meat you can buy in the supermarket, or you can make your own by buying your meat, washing it, put in your blender or your processor, and then you can make your own minced meat. Like this one now, I made it. I got my meat and I put in my processor, and this is what I got. So you fry very well until the meat starts changing color. And as you are doing this, some water will be coming out from the meat. Don't be scared, just allow it to bring all the water and it will dry. So you can see that the water is drying out, and you can see the meat has changed color from that pinkish color to this color. So it's okay now. So at this point, you add in your chopped potatoes. You get the potatoes, you wash them and chop them this way. At this point, I'll just add little water to allow the potato to cook very well so it can be soft. So I'll add in some water. Allow this to cook for like 2 minutes. You know it's still going to cook when it enters the oven, so don't allow it to be too soft. So guys, after cooking for 3 minutes, potato is a bit soft now. So at this point, I'll add in salt. Don't add too much salt, because if the salt is too much, then you might spoil your filling. Then you add seasoning cube. Then you add thyme. Then you can add any seasoning of your choice. But when I'm making meat pie, I just like to use thyme and seasoning cube. Allow it to cook for 1 minute, and then you add the other ingredients. So guys, at this point, this is what we have. So as a Niger babe now, I like my meat pie to be hot, so I'll be adding this pepper. This is habanero pepper. It's optional if you don't want your meat pie to be hot. So now adding the chopped carrots. I don't want too much seasoning in it, so added the carrots. Then I'll add the green pepper. This is also optional. So I'm adding the green chopped pepper now. Then you stir very well. Check if the salt is okay. You turn off the heat, then allow it to cool while go work on the dough. Okay, the salt is okay. Seasoning, everything is okay. So I'll turn off the heat now, and then we'll go work on the dough. So guys, I forgot to add my slurry, because as you can see, it's so watery now, and with this it cannot really bind. So this is the slurry. This is just water and flour together. Add some water into flour and make it watery like this. Then you add it into this, and you now see it start to thicken, and it now makes the inside of your meat pie so succulent. You can see the difference now. It's no longer watery. And if it is too thick, you can add water to loosen it up a bit. You can see it's thick now. Some meat pies that you just open, it will be so dry inside, but with this, your meat pie will be so succulent. So at this point now, I can turn off the heat, pour in a plate and let it cool. So guys, we are done with the filling. Now we have to prepare the dough. So we're using flour. This is 600 grams. It's already been sifted. Like I always say, when you want to use your flour, you have to sieve because of weevil or any particles that might be in it. So we add it into this bowl. We have to dirty our hands here. So now this is salt, 1 teaspoon of salt. This is baking powder. This is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Combine everything. Then make a well. Then just crack in an egg. This will make it to be more flaky, but it's optional. Then you now combine. When you are done combining the egg and the flour, you now get your water. Always use cold water when you are making your meat pie because it gives you that flaky feeling. Adding the water, we'll now add in the butter. We are using 300 grams of butter. So you now combine all this until it now looks like blended egusi. Combine very well. So guys, after adding the butter, this is what it looks like. The butter has married with the flour very well. So at this point, you get in your cold water. If possible, you can use water from the freezer. There's even ice block in my water. So you add in gradually so that you don't overpour in the water. You just use your hand to work. You don't have to knead it. Just be working with it until it forms a dough and you don't have any loose flour left in the bowl. So guys, just be working with your fingertips like this until you get your dough. You can see it's not too strong. It's not too strong like when you're kneading bread. You can see it's still a bit soft. And guys, this is what we are looking for. Our flaky Nigerian meat pie. So guys, the dough is just okay now. I'll cover it and allow it to rest in the fridge for like 10 minutes. So I'll take it into the fridge now to rest for 10 minutes. So guys, before I continue, if you're passing by for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. If you've been following me, thank you so very much. Keep liking my videos and keep sharing. I appreciate all of you. So this is after 10 minutes. It's been in the fridge. It is out now. So what I'll do, I'll just sprinkle some flour on my work surface. Then we start the cutting. So I'll be showing you 3 ways of cutting your meat pies into shape. So let me start with the first one. This is our meat pie cutter. You can get this to buy in the market where they sell things for baking. You can use this to cut your meat pie into shape because it is so easy, and I think it is so fast too. So I'll roll it out. When you are rolling your dough, don't allow it to be too fat and not to be too thin, just in between. So if it is too thin, it might tear in the process. If it's too fat, it might not cook to the inside. So you can see the thickness. You can see the thickness of this. So I'll get the cutter and I'll cut like this. Cut like this, take the excess out, and then you roll again. You are rolling again so it will size in the cutter. Just roll it again, because if it doesn't size in the cutter, the filling will just pour out. So you dab the cutter with your flour so it doesn't stick. It comes out very well. You can see it covered it very, very well. So at this point, we're getting our filling. You can see the filling is already cool. You now add it into the cut dough. Then for you to bind it so it doesn't pour out, this is our egg wash. Just break your egg, add in some water, or you can add in some milk, but I just use water for mine. Then use it to rub the edges. You can use only water to do this, but normally I like to use egg. So gently now cover it and then open it gently. Guys, our first meat pie is ready. Then take it out gently, and then this is our tray. You now add it like so. Then you continue. For the second method, you cut a dough out like this. You roll it to the flat. Again, not too thin and not too fat. In case you don't have a meat pie cutter, don't say you cannot make meat pie. That is why I'm showing you all this method of cutting into shape. So you get a round object. This is my pot cover. You can get any round object. Use the flour to dab it, then you cut it into the round shape. You can see you've gotten your round shape. Then you put the filling at the middle so it doesn't pour. You cover it. Use your thumb to press like this. Then you get your fork, dip it into the flour like this. Then you press it down and slide it so that it doesn't open. And voila, this is the other method of shaping your meat pie. So you now take it to the prepared tray. This is our third method of cutting it. Okay, it's okay like this. Don't want it to be too fat. So you get your pizza cutter or your knife. Add in your filling. Then get in your egg wash and cover all the sides. If you know any other shape you can cut, let me know in the comment section. But these are just the 3 methods that I use for my meat pie. Then get your fork again. If you don't do it very well, it might just pierce it open. So again, you take it to your already prepared tray. Then you do this for all the dough. So guys, this is all we have for 600 grams of flour. So before we continue guys, I'll just use the egg wash to rub it on it so it will have that shiny feeling when it comes out from the oven. When you go and buy meat pie, you see the shiny. This is what they did to it, rubbing the egg wash on top. Then I'll get my fork and then I'll poke on them so that it doesn't burst out when it's in the oven. So get your fork and just poke them like this. This will enable your meat pie not to burst in the oven. We're baking this for like 40 minutes. 40 minutes we are done with the baking, and we are baking on medium high. So let's go to the oven. So the oven has been hot while I was working. So it will be here for the next 40 minutes. So guys, this is after 40 minutes our meat pie has been baking, and this is what we got from the oven. You will agree with me that making meat pie is so easy in your home. And if you don't have an oven, you can use your stove to bake by adding salt in a pot and your meat pie, and it will bake so very much. I have a video where I did chicken pie without an oven. You can go and check it. So it's so hot now, I don't want it to burn me. I like it to cool, then I'll now open to see how succulent the inside of our meat pie is. So this is one that I used the cutter. I used my pot cover for this, and I used my pizza cutter for this. So you have seen that you can cut your meat pies in 3 ways. Like I said before, let me know if you have any other way of cutting your meat pie. So I'll just take one now. This one I'll open. Let us see how succulent it is inside. Wow, it's so hot. Ooh, you can see how succulent it is. This is our meat pie, and I bet to tell you that meat pie they sell outside is not as succulent as this. Guys, and again, you can see it is not too brown, because if it is too brown, you won't have that crunch, and it is so hard. So it is better you eat your meat pie so soft. So guys, this is the end of our video today. Thank you for watching. Keep liking, keep sharing, always subscribe and turn on your bell so you'll be the first to know. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.